Good morning, everybody. Good morning. In this lovely occasion, I would like to talk about the essence, how do we make the peace all over the world, especially because we are going to bring the Jawa Barat, from Jawa Barat Islam. So also we want to bring Islam that Rahmatan lil Alamin. So I try to figure out what is the real problem that happened in our country. Globalization makes information, culture, ideology easily penetrate into a country. One of the ideologies that are rapidly expanding within the stream of globalization is radicalism. As a country with the largest Muslim population in the world, Indonesia becomes a kind of interest for the adherents of radical ideology. Bombings, however, which happened in our country in the last 2 decades, such as Bali bombing, Surabaya church bombing, have shown us that the existence of terrorism in Indonesia. Radicalism started to strike in Indonesia after Suharto's downfall. The experts have tried to identify the factors that cause an individual to be terrorist or to be intolerant. Social, economic, environmental, educational, and political factors play a very important role in influencing that radicalism. However, radicalism is usually driven by the narrow understanding about the religion, feeling of oppression, psychosocially unsafe condition, also local or global injustice. A good educational system is a solution effort to minimize or to prevent the expansion of radicalism. One of the educational institutions that perceived to be able to overcome this radicalism is Pesantren, because Indonesia has around 28,000 Pesantren and 4.3 million of students. The existence of Pesantren can enable the growth of terrorism if its methodology, its educational material are not dealing with national goal. Pesantren is just like two sides of coin. One side of coin, Pesantren is perceived to be able to overcome terrorism, but the other side, Pesantren is considered susceptible for spreading radicalism. It is usually stated that the escalation of radical movement happening in Islam is because the gap between theoretical and practical point of view of Islamic teaching in the field of interpretation of Quran and Hadith. Textual, ritual, and religious text interpretation had contributed to the expansion of social conflict and radicalism. So, as the conclusion, to understand religious text, we should involve intellectual dialectics that gives much attention to the text historicity, social historicity at the time. If we do so, I am sure there will be a peace in the world. Okay, thank you.
Wow, everybody was tight because leader.
Thank you, Mr. Deden. Almost every conflict is between two religious people. We call Jews with Muslim, Muslim with Christian. So can you explain what had happened with religion? Why every conflict almost between two parties of religion?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, as we see in this world, that the conflict is between religion. The core of, or the main reason that caused the problem is their understanding about the religious text itself. If we try to understand the religious text textually, literally, with rigid actions, I'm sure it will lead us into radical ideology. Not only Islam, it happened in other religions also. So we should have the ability in interpreting with a contextual paradigm. Okay.
Textual paradigm, we can leave that underlined. Next questions will be from how it feels.
Thank you, Mr. Den. You said that this radicalism movement starting after President Soeharto. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, some of policies of President Soeharto is full of controversial things. Some of people in Indonesia call the President Soeharto is authoritarian president. Do you think this is also radicalism or what? Because I think radicalism even being example by the president itself.
Okay. What I underline from your question is the act of President Soeharto is also radical, something like that. In my point of view, radical in that way, we can see it from another perspective. You know that it's very difficult for the president to manage the security of all the citizens. For example, for now we are going to have a very strict regulation. Government comes to the mosque. Government try to assess all the speakers, khatib. This is the way to, what do we say, to overcome radical thing. So I think President Soeharto also did the same way. He tried to do as the best as he can, but maybe in some of terms it looks like radical to us, but maybe that's the only way, I thought.
Thank you very much.